Hello everyone, how you doing? We're going to be taking a look at some Thymesia gameplay today. Thymesia is a game that's still in development. It's still being developed at the moment, but it's meant to release sometime this year. At this point, the official release date has actually been revealed, but we haven't actually watched the trailer yet. We got 3 different clips that Overboard Studios released in the past couple of weeks that I would like to check out now. So let's take a look at it and see what has been happening with the game. Some of the older clips are also on the channel as well, but the game looks really promising. I'm nowhere near a Soulsborne veteran. I haven't actually played that many Soulsborne games at all, so I might not be the best person to judge, but I'm definitely going to give my first impressions of what I feel like the game looks like and how it plays. And yeah, let's just jump in, let's take a look at it and see what it looks like at this point in time. Okay, so the first video we're going to be taking a look at is going to be based around deflection. I guess it's just another word for parry, I guess. I don't know. Let's check it out here.
Deflecting in Thymesia is important when dueling your enemies. It provides Corvus an opportunity to thwart incoming attacks, which can become overbearing when you're on the receiving end of a flurry of strikes. Press your left bumper just before the enemy attack hits Corvus to deflect it. Deflecting an enemy attack negates any damage to Corvus and deals damage back. It sounds great, but you must time it perfectly.
Yeah, so it's pretty much parry
to get it right. Time it poorly and you'll incur the damage. You won't have ample opportunities because Thymesia can be unforgiving. The talent tree gives you some flexibility in your approach to deflecting. You can increase the time you have to deflect, but this reduces the amount of damage Corvus inflicts when successfully deflecting. Conversely, you can opt to reduce the deflect time, which increases the damage Corvus deals when deflecting. Most risk for the best reward in this case. If you wish, you can opt for a defensive stance and omit Corvus's ability to deflect altogether. This is a more damage control method for when timing accurately isn't your strong suit. Your foes will still inflict damage as Corvus parries. Less risk for less reward. When an enemy has a green indicator over their head, they're about to charge in with a critical attack. These cannot be deflected. You'll need to get the hell out of there or interrupt them somehow, as we'll explain in our upcoming video. Thymesia releases this year on PC, PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series XS.
Mate, it is looking pretty bloody good if you ask me. But deflecting, yeah, I mean it is pretty much parrying, right? But wow, the game is looking pretty good actually. It's looking pretty polished at this point. I also really like what they've done with the parrying system, that you have to time it perfectly if you get the most amount of parry damage, or you can just opt to not parry at all, I guess, if that's not your strong suit, and you can just opt to hold block and then just take the least amount of damage. You still take a little bit of damage, but you know, it's like I said, high risk, high reward, low risk, low reward. But I guess you can sort of optimize how you want to play, which is always good, right? Alright, let's check out the next one. Alright, the next video we're going to be checking out is called Fighting an Elite. Let's take a look at this one. Okay, so you can see there, they're trying to take the most advantage of the block and the dash mechanics. But based on what we've seen so far, you can really optimize these mechanics, like the parrying and the dodge, so you can play like the way you want to play. If you want to dodge around a lot and not parry that much, you can do that. Or if you want to focus on parrying, you can invest a lot of points and things into parrying how you want. And just like, you know, if you get used to timing it perfectly, you can just do a ton of damage. It looks so fun to play. Like once you get used to the controls, I think you got to be really quick with it though, because it looks like a fairly fast-paced game. Okay, you can tell the person's playing. They've had a lot of experience. Absolutely demolished that elite. Cool. Alright, not much to say about that. Just like pretty much implementing all the skills that we've seen up to this point, and honestly the gameplay looks pretty satisfying. Okay, so this last one is the official release date. This was not released too long ago, depending on when you guys are watching this video, but I'm pretty interested to know how long we have to wait until this game comes out, because they always said it was going to be releasing this year, but they just didn't say when. So I'm interested in if it's going to come out around November time with the flurry of games that usually come out at the end of the year, or if they're trying to opt for a bit of an earlier release. An earlier release would probably be a bit better. Let's take a look here.
Peggy 16.
Wow, it looks so good. And I'm noticing a lot of different enemy types as well, which is really nice. Mix up the gameplay a little bit. 9th of August. That is not actually that far away, is it? Overborder Studio. Wow. 9th of August. Okay, so they did opt for a little bit of an early release, didn't they? The thing is, a lot of the people that didn't jump into any Souls-like games previously have actually been able to dip their foot in the water a little bit with Elden Ring that's recently come out. So I think a lot of the people that previously wouldn't have even looked at these type of games and just like passed by because it was a little bit too hard or maybe looked too hard, they might actually think about, you know, trying it out now, specifically because of Elden Ring. It's sort of opened up the genre to a lot more people. I'm pretty excited for this game. I think it looks really, really good. If August comes around and there's not many other games floating around at that time, we could definitely give it a go. But that's about it from me, guys. Thank you very much for watching. If you're interested in some of the new games coming out on console, specifically Series X and PS5, I've got a link in the description down below, which I update regularly. So if you're interested in that, feel free to check that out. But for now, guys, have a good day. Catch you in the next one.